and welcome to the Cabros podcast. I am joined by my friends and co-hosts, Oscar.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Hey, you're actually here this time.
Oscar's here this time.
We've introduced you for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I've been here the entire time.
You just walk off.
I just been quiet.
You know?
That's good. That's good.
I've used the restroom the entire time. You guys always record when I'm in the restroom. That's why. I need to
told
poop.
you not to get Taco Bell
in the bathroom for 2 hours.
Listen, man, Taco Bell's great. Look, that's all I gotta say.
Pinch it off and get it back to work.
All right.
You can't really pinch off diarrhea.
Fair.
I mean, I can store it in a bag
Put
and
in a
store it for
plug.
later.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cork
Plug it
that
up.
shit.
Dude, if you can put a cork on a bottle of champagne, you can cork that, okay?
Yep.
Fair enough.
If that dumpy, anyways.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like the
And with
episode
that
of
being
SpongeBob
said,
where SpongeBob puts the cork in Patrick's mouth.
Cyrus, how's it going?
Oh, I'm doing good. How's it going, guys?
It's good here.
Oreos.
Oreos indeed.
We're eating a pile of Oreos right now.
Yeah, those were interesting. Imported Oreos.
They're all good.
Yeah. There was
Japan.
from Italy,
one from
Japan
Korea
Japan.
and China and then UK, right?
Yeah, Korea, China, and UK. The birthday cake.
Mm-hmm.
Birthday cake.
Yes.
That
very
was a good one. If you want to see more or hear more about them, check the Patreon.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shit on there.
have
I
one
tell
of
you
those.
what.
I'll tell you what.
What's that, Barn Door?
I said we have one of those.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do. Go check it out.
We have the meats.
It's down in the description. And not the roast beef sandwich.
Go get our description now.
Go get it.
Well, it's warming up, kind of.
It is
Yeah.
indeed.
Thank God. It was windy all week. And
Y'all gotta turn off your series.
Thank you.
no, it's my heater. It is literally my
Little
space heater.
Yeah. I was going to say the
I've,
exact same thing.
Yeah,
Is it really like heat up the room that much?
yeah. You notice.
Really?
Oh yeah. Like I had
If
my
you don't
PC.
have a window open or anything like that, yeah.
Yeah, my PC runs kind of warm,
Uh-huh.
but the series,
Mm-hmm.
that's a portable space heater.
Absolutely, 100%.
My computer makes my Series X look like a refrigerator.
That's all I got.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Mine doesn't run that hot, man. Maybe I
You
just
don't have your fans turned up high enough.
Whoops.
Turn it up higher.
If you're gaming hard and you have your fans turned up, you can feel the heat coming off the radiator.
Well, it's probably because I don't run them simultaneously, so I don't notice the difference. Fair.
AIDS.
AIDS?
What?
Dude, it's a
Talk
pandemic.
about gaming PCs and heat.
Sorry, my bad.
Wait, Heat?
Yeah, well, because he's talking about how hot his
How'd the Miami Heat do?
Oh, I don't know.
Cyrus?
Basketball's back, right?
I think they lost to the Bucks. I think they're down 1-2 in their series. I'll double check for you.
Rip for them.
Who's in heat?
What?
No, Miami is.
Miami's in heat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miami-Dade
The whole-
County. Need
The
for Speed.
whole town of Miami or the entire county?
The entire lake.
There's a
Yeah.
lake in Miami?
No,
Oh.
Their new governor's motto is synchronization.
they are down 1-2.
Is
to
it
the
really?
Bucks.
No.
No, I made that up. Yeah,
Come
Mr.
on.
Santa.
Come on.
I don't fucking know anything about Florida.
I only talk out my ass.
Oh no,
Florida is like king of talking out of their ass.
I mistake the Heat with the Bulls. Sorry, the Bulls are down 1-2 to the Bucks. The Heat are up 2-1 against the Hawks.
Oh, okay.
Go
so-
Heat.
No.
They're the
Don't
number
go
one.
Heat?
They're the
No.
number one team in the East.
I mean, if you like Florida, man, sure.
I mean,
You're gonna breed with.
Huh?
They're in heat.
They're in Heat. I don't know. I don't know who they're gonna breed with.
I get it.
The Heat.
oh my god.
I got it too.
Welcome
Hey.
to the Cabros podcast.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I am Jeremiah.
Welcome, Jeremiah. What's your background?
Albuquerque.
I don't know. I like to post propaganda posters.
Oh, really?
All right.
Yeah.
What is your propaganda?
Take a propaganda these nuts.
Oh,
David,
Huh?
you just got fucking destroyed. How do you feel?
well,
Live on the
I have to
air.
poop.
No, that's my job.
Bye.
No, I don't need to poop now.
Okay.
Anyways,
It's like the city of Wiffo. I
It was-
put them up in.
False alarm.
thank God.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's a game I played recently.
Is it called Wiffo?
No, it's not called Wiffo.
Wiffa these nuts.
Tell you what, I'm just gonna dip on out. Have a great night.
Wait.
Oh,
Thanks
what?
for coming back.
Can you bring me some pizza?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Shit.
Anyways,
All right.
game I've been playing. I've been wanting to talk about, but I can't because I keep shitting so much.
Yeah.
I can't talk about it.
Yeah.
That was Star Wars Skywalker Saga.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Lego episode?
It's entirely not like if you go back. Remember when the complete saga came out?
Yeah.
Like back when 360 was a fucking thing.
Yep.
Still is.
It's not the same games.
It still exists.
It still exists. Don't get me wrong, but they're not the same games. All of them are completely redone,
Yeah.
and it's pretty cool. Like it's open world. You have to like complete to get to the next episode. Obviously, you got to complete the next episode prior.
Right.
But it's pretty fun. They took a lot of things out mainly because it's a kids game.
Yeah.
Like okay, you don't see Anakin fucking slaughtering the younglings, whatever, dude.
Not buying it.
And then what was it? It was like the hologram that he showed Obi-Wan, that Yoda showed Obi-Wan when it was supposed to be Anakin killing the kids, was him just like knocking over like just random shit inside the Jedi temple. He's like, I can't believe
It
this.
should just be like a chessboard with a bunch of Jedis on it, and he's just
Yeah,
them
it's
over one by one.
that'd be fucking even better.
A5 to J5, and he fucking stabs the kid.
Just knocking down the pawns.
Oh, the pawns.
So yeah,
The Patapons.
so the biggest worry I had with the game was I knew that they were going to redo the original 6, and then they were going to do the next 2 movies that they didn't make Lego games on. But remember, there was a one-off game for movie 7.
Yeah, there was.
I thought it was going to be just a remaster of the first 6. They were going to copy paste the 7th movie and then just make 8 and 9.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it was going to be a complete redux of the entire
No,
series.
it's a complete redux. They did keep the mechanics of like the one for 6, that like
7.
or 7. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
They keep the mechanics for the game for 7,
Okay.
but like with all however like that use the Force and how you can change characters and do things like that. But all the characters all the games are different. Quote
That's,
unquote.
that's good.
It's real
I like
nice.
that.
It's like I said, it's open world. You can like be in your starship and going like to planet, just hopping all around.
I heard it has a ridiculous achievement list right now because you pretty much have to do everything.
Yeah, like in any Lego game, you gotta build, fucking unlock everything.
Mhm.
There's upgrades
Mhm.
for like your player as your player character, but then there's also upgrades for the subclasses of each fucking
Mm-hmm.
like type of hero there is. Like there's Jedi, dark side, fucking
Absolutely.
bounty hunters, scoundrels. Like there's a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But they each have their own upgrades, and it's just more. You just gotta get everything. There's
I've- I'm sorry. Go ahead.
there's like 1,186 like kyber crystals
Oh,
that you have
okay.
to go pick up. Those are your upgrade points, and those are that's like I'm barely at 200. I haven't finished the game yet. I'm only on episode 6 now, actually. Yeah, well, so I'm like
Wow.
about to finish it.
For sure.
Yeah.
How many episodes are there?
9.
9.
No.
Okay.
But they're really cool. My favorite
Okay,
part.
so it's
Yeah, it's all of them. My favorite, really cool thing about it. My favorite part. Excuse me.
Huh?
That was
dude.
take a
Into
but
the
get the
mic?
fucking aerosol out of here.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Anyway. Oh my. What I do like about the level selection is that it's like little plates that they have of like sets they've actually released, and they're like animated and moving around.
Okay.
So for like episode 1, it's where Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are trying to cut open the door in like the very first scene.
Right.
And then the second one is when Jango Fett and Obi-Wan are fighting on Kamino, and it's really cool. And it plays like music to like the big score like song that they would play like the tense moments of the movie along with it. It's really fun.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it, Colton.
It's not episode 1, unfortunately. Well, it isn't. The song is, but that's not the
Does
song.
it have Family Guy cameos where you can play as the Family Guy pieces from the?
If there probably is, there's a fuck ton of skins for like
Harvest.
one character.
Wouldn't it be ridiculous to see Han Solo Peter in a Lego game?
Hey, Peter.
Han Solo Peter. That would
Yeah.
be a legitimate
Fuck,
DLC.
do I look
though.
Yeah.
like R2 pack?
Come on.
Stewie.
I
and
mean,
Yoda.
They would sell the shit out
Little
of
ball head.
that.
It's all good. Yeah. So
Yeah, there's a lot more content to it. Like I'm barely scraping the surface.
took me forever to complete the original saga because you have to do 6 movies and you have to play all the movies. You have to play each level at least twice to get all the collectibles.
Yeah.
And then they had a special third thing where you had to speed run the level. So that's
Oh.
36 levels times 2, 72, and an additional 36 just to speed run, just to get a weird blue canister in the level. It was rough.
Yeah.
It was
Oh, I gotta go back with the fucking bounty hunter for this one thing I couldn't get in the goddamn beginning.
Because you had to play it initially on story mode, and then you can go back and free play, and then you'd have to do the speed run of the level. So you have to play all 36 levels at least 3 times.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
The speed runs weren't too bad because you just had to find 10 blue canisters in the level
Yes.
as fast as you could. So if you looked up where they were, you just had to run spot to spot, and then you get it.
It's exhausting completing a Lego game because I
Oh
like
yeah, having to do it over and over.
the initial playthrough is so much fun, but going back and getting everything I think is kind
Boring.
of a drag. So I hope with the new game, I hope they eliminate that the blues of playing the game 2 or 3 times over. Because I think that's what kills it for me when I'm trying to complete a game is if I have to play it 2 or 3 times and the second and third playthrough are just not as fun as the first time you experience the game. I just did that with SpongeBob.
To the square, right? Yeah, that's right. You had to replay the whole fucking thing.
I had to replay. I had to beat the game. Then you have to play through it a second time to get all the collectibles, and then I accidentally glitched my game. I wasn't able to get an achievement because I did something in the wrong order. So I had to I speed ran it again last night. It started at 6, didn't finish until 1:30.
Oh my goodness.
What the fuck?
Dude.
And I just speed ran to the point
How
where
much
I could
was-
get the achievement.
How much gamer score was that achievement?
The last one,
Yeah.
25, but it was to finish the game. I just wanted the game
Just
done.
get it. Just uninstall it.
I didn't want 42, 43. I wanted all 43 on there.
That's rough.
And they had no reason to go back to it.
Yeah, I deleted it as soon as I got the achievement. Once the achievement pops, the game's uninstalled. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 124 completed games.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Jesus Christ.
Next one we're getting on there? Minecraft Dungeons.
Minecraft Dungeons.
Dude, those
Alright.
achievements are literally just play the game.
Dude,
For the
playing
most
it right
part.
now.
Are you actually?
Nice.
How you liking
Yeah,
it?
I'm not. I'm doing the tower.
Oh.
I'm playing Minecraft.
Brandon, you hit a gamer score milestone. What did you do?
Yeah, I got 5 gamer scores,
Woo!
Nice.
A whole
Yeah,
whopping
baby.
5?
It's 5 more than a
then-
PlayStation player.
and then I added 999,995.
That'd make you
On
not
a
a
day.
million, buddy.
Yeah.
Exactly, I did it.
Yeah.
Cyrus.
100,000 gamer score, people.
Brandon hit 100,000 gamer score. Did you hit it in Organ Trading Simulator?
I
That's what that game
Yeah.
looked like. Okay.
I didn't even realize it because there was the 3rd achievement I got, and I was like, oh, I wonder how close I am now, and I was at 100,111.
Okay.
That's cool.
Weren't you
And it was
playing
like-
Space Organ Trading Simulator or something like that?
It's Space Warlord Oregon Trading Simulator.
Got
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Game's great, by the way.
I've always seen it on Game Pass.
There's only
I just never
15
know what it
achievements.
was.
There's a new Game Pass title I'm interested.
It's
Continue, Brandon, and then I'll follow up.
I was just gonna say it's literally just you sell organs and then you buy stocks of organs depending on how you influence the
is it
market
like
of your selling of organs.
GTA 5's Bossack.
Excuse me?
You want to see what?
The name of the stock market
That's
in
a
GTA
part
5
of
is the
it.
Bossack.
Oh.
There's a stock
Tickle my
market in the game
Bossack.
of organs.
Okay. Wait, isn't that where Colton is?
Yes.
Organ.
Oh,
It's
wait, they're
Oregon
different?
Stock Market Simulator.
You mean my guts aren't my
Not
organs?
Organ.
Oh my god.
My organ? Isn't that where we're filming the movie Oregon?
Minority Report.
Wow, my organs.
There's a
are
new
falling
game
out.
on Game Pass called Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion.
What?
Yeah, it launched on Game Pass on Wednesday. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion.
What
Wait,
was the other
I haven't
one?
installed. I need to play it.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm about to install that.
Here, hold on.
I
have the app
re-
on my phone.
I 100% recommend it. And if you think I'm kidding, check Game Pass right now. Turnip Boy Commits Tax
No, I'm
Evasion.
finding it.
Yeah.
What?
We can
It's
check
one
it
of the
out
actually-
live.
Mm-hmm.
Is it actually a fucking
100%. It's a Game Pass
it's
game.
actually a turnip boy, like
Yeah, Turnip Boy Commits Tax
Oh,
Evasion.
I saw
It
the
commits
turnip boy. I
tax
didn't read the
evasion.
rest of it.
Okay, yeah, no,
That
the
is
rest
what
of
it
it.
says.
Yeah, Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion.
Was there another installment of that?
No.
holy
No.
shit.
It's
Okay,
similar
okay.
to the game. I don't know if you guys ever played The Forager, but it's kind of similar to that.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. Basically, you play as Turnip
It's
Boy and
rated
you're
E
committing
for 10.
tax evasion. Yeah, fuck it, we gotta get him
10 and
started.
up.
Gotta get him started young.
Oh god. Here, let me read the description of it.
Got it.
Take control of an adorable turnip who happens to be an absolute menace to society. After failing to pay taxes and getting evicted from your home, you must go on an epic quest to pay back your massive debt to Mayor Onion.
It's a Mayor Onion.
Yeah. Garden tools to solve plantastic puzzles, meet eccentric vegetables and fruits, and take on treacherous fights against animals both big and small. Along the journey, uncover what's spoiling this garden community and rise to tear down the corrupt vegetable government.
I 100% recommend this game. I don't see any downside to this.
Have you tried it already?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
I have it on. I downloaded it to Xbox.
Oh, it's only
One.
a gig? Wow.
Yeah, it's a smaller game. Like I said, it's like the Forager.
Okay.
It's special.
For sure.
Everyone 10 and up too, so that way the kids can play it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let
play it
your
as a
kids learn
family.
about tax evasion.
No, it's how to recover from
For
tax
them.
evasion.
Oh,
that's
It's an even better message after you fucked up.
okay.
Oh man.
So it's just like if you mess up, just go back,
Mhm.
start over. It's easy.
Sometimes Game Pass drops a gem like that, and it's just absolutely spectacular.
What other
Yeah,
Game
yeah.
Pass shit? Oh, fucking Monkey Lemur, right? Was that in Game Pass or was that?
Oh,
on,
Cyber Lemur.
was that fucking?
No, it was just a free-to-play game.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Xbox.
Either way, I'll call that Game Pass. It's free to play.
It's still free to play.
Yeah. Fucking back to the Lego thing real
Mm.
quick.
Yeah, let's get back to it.
We could have a Modern Warfare no Russian
I need you to-
mod where you
No-
you're Anakin and the elevator opens and it's just a
Oh,
bunch of the
no.
young Jedis and you just go in and take them out.
No
you know?
Russian.
Remember, no younglings.
No younglings.
I like
Master
that.
Anakin, what do we do? And he doesn't even let him finish. He just
Yeah,
Pokes him.
it props up B right there. You just mash B right there.
so. Let's think about this. So lightsabers, they're always throwing them around aggressively, and going yeah, like they gotta put force into cutting people.
Right.
But if it's like a kid, could you just take the lightsaber and like just poke the kid?
Or just drop it and then just it's in front of him.
How does it work?
Use the Force.
Yeah. Any question about Star Wars?
I need to know the science
It
behind
just starts spinning and cutting
Anakin
heads off.
slaying the younglings because I think that's very important to me.
Well, if you want to break it down,
We have to know. It's a question that only science can answer.
So, 7 steps forward.
what?
Use the Force. Choke the first one. Float the lightsaber right through his forehead, and then just go berserk.
So you
Are
guys
you,
ever-
are you just depicting how you would kill the younglings, or how?
No.
Oh.
No, I am Anakin. Okay.
Okay.
I wouldn't kill them, but if I were Anakin, that's how I would do it.
Okay.
You know what it just makes me think of is that scene in The Office when Dwight's doing the safety instructions and he's fighting himself. Spin move! He's fucking choking himself.
It sounds similar, but with just lightsabers
Yeah.
and
And the Force.
the Force.
Yeah.
and then he takes a break and he turns around
Which
and goes,
force?
"Hey, Miss Parker,"
I mean, I think it would
and
sell.
then he goes back to slaying younglings.
Oh my god.
But it would sell. I mean, I'm not wrong.
I mean, look, there's got to be eventually a VR game that like some dude made in his fucking basement. That
No, we could probably do it in that Boneworks one. Something similar. Or no, there's a VR game with a lightsaber.
oh, it's I know what you're talking about.
It's not the Star Wars one, but I
No.
think they implemented it maybe with a mod into
Saber?
another one.
It's not Beat Saber, is it?
No.
It's like a sword and spell and sword, something like that.
I may be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure there's a fighter game that has a lightsaber one way or another. And I don't know. It could work.
I want a lightsaber online fighting game. You know, how fucking sick that'd be.
It would be legit.
Yeah.
You guys want to play Star Wars Connect? I have a Connect.
Okay.
I need you
360.
to never utter
Connect
that word.
too.
Yeah.
You have a Connect too?
But for the 360.
Yeah. I have it for the series.
Okay.
Or for the one, I mean.
Oh, I was about to say,
gonna
it's
say.
like,
a
whoa, bro,
fucking
what
Connect
year-
for the Series X.
On my series, well, it should work on my series technically.
I believe the Kinect will make a comeback at some point. Zero reason that technology is going to die with Microsoft.
Right.
It's going to
Huh.
come back in some capacity.
I think we were just
As
more
of
ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called the Oculus.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What if Microsoft starts branding their own VR headset that works with Kinect? So
That's
that way
a-
you don't have to set up.
Whoa, it's like
sensors.
full body tracking with the Kinect and the
controllers.
headset.
Dude, Xbox
Yeah,
could totally
that's
achieve
probably
that.
what they're doing.
With their funding, they could achieve something absolutely
dude, you see-
insane.
Have you looked at the back of a Series X? There's no fucking ports. Where are we plugging it in? They took away my fucking
They're gonna,
SPD.
no, they're
They
gonna
took away my SPDIF cord that I used to plug into my soundbar. It doesn't have that anymore. I have to now route it to my TV and then plug the soundbar into the TV.
see, now they're gonna
Can't
sell
get
you
that
an
pure Dolby
extension
audio.
to like a $300 fucking extension to plug it in that adds ports to your fucking Series X,
Oh boy.
and then you can buy the Series the Connect.
When they switched from Xbox One to the Xbox One S and X's,
Sorry, Colton.
they
Oscar just
actually
nuked his mic.
released a USB device that switches it from that weird port to regular USB.
I remembered that. Yeah, it was like a $30
And they gave it away
port,
for free if you went onto their website.
which is true. But if you didn't, and you were a stupid consumer that just went to the store, it was like a $30 port.
Yep.
You think they would just
I got
offer
it for free.
Yeah, you think
I'm
they
a
would just
stupid
offer it with-
consumer.
I'm an average brain dead consumer. I
Yeah.
think this caters to me perfectly. I mean, because if you didn't know, you would just buy the cable because you go,
Right.
oh. It's the same way that like on 360, if you have an HD television set up, no, not an HD TV setup. If you had the AV cables, do you remember the AV cables on an Xbox 360? They used to stack on top of each other. You would plug in the power cable and the AV cable.
Yeah.
There was a problem where you couldn't plug in AV cables and an HDMI at the same time because they would sell the power, or not the power supply, but the cable. The box used to have a little tab on the bottom of it that would prevent you from plugging in an HDMI. If you bought a headset for the 360, like a pair of Turtle Beaches, it would route the yellow and red cables out, and you needed to buy a special adapter to get the left and right channels from your Xbox because you couldn't plug in an HDMI and the AV cable straight out of the box because they didn't trust consumers enough to unplug the yellow cable.
Really?
Yeah, because you could do it with a standard, Microsoft AV cable. You would just have to leave out the yellow port.
Uh-huh.
Well, they sold special ones where you plug it in and it's just the red and white port and it doesn't have the tab on the bottom that blocks the HDMI port. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. If not, I have my cable that I can send you a picture of.
I
don't-
really
yeah.
don't, so we'll have to tag it in the video right now.
Okay, are we going to do a cut in the video right here to Cyrus explaining what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh, cut in the video. We'll be right back after this break.
Alright, so check it out. I got the Xbox 360 right here. As you can see, the AV ports are right above the HDMI port. If I were to take the standard Xbox 360 AV cable, there's that little plastic bit that I'm talking about. You plug it in. Now, there's no room for the HDMI to go in because it's being blocked. You can't use that. You can't use the one that comes out of the box. You gotta use this little $20 dingleberry that Turtle Beach sells. Doesn't come with that little dingus block. Look. That way, you're able to plug in an HDMI cable. Yeah, professional camera work. Yeah, imagine me plugging this in first try. Just like that. So you can have both cords plugged in at the same time, and then you get your red and your whites. And that way you can listen to music out of your headset.
Boom.
And we're back from the break. Wasn't that wild?
It was wild. That was
Well,
great.
sorry, I went to the bathroom again. You need to run it one more time.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Did you wipe?
No. There's a trail.
What?
There's a trail of me coming up. Anyways,
No, you wiped with your hand
Yeah.
and then smeared it on the wall as you walked down the stairs.
just so in case anyone got lost on the way to the restroom, they knew where to go.
Thank you.
No problem, man.
That's why we have you.
It's safety striping.
Oh
I
god.
guess it was technically breadcrumbs once.
Breadcrumbs commits tax evasion.
Not the breadcrumbs.
Okay.
It's possible
Well.
to sue God, right? Is it possible to
What?
sue a body movement? You can sue God.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll be right back.
There was,
I'm in.
Yeah, no, there was a court case I think like 15 years ago where somebody was going to sue God, and the case was going to get thrown out because they were like, God doesn't have a mailing address, so they can't legally
Tell him.
tell him he needs
Yeah.
to, appear in court or whatever and something like that. But the dude got away. Like
He
basically
prayed.
they needed to notify him that he was being sued.
Did they
But he
fucking?
didn't have a mailing address. Well, the people that were suing, they claimed that God is all knowing, so he knows that he's being sued.
Did it work?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that's hilarious.
Oh my god.
Imagine taking God to court.
Wait.
How would you
Did they win?
I don't know. I didn't follow up.
God, I
after
hope
that.
so.
I just stopped there because that was
get it?
pretty funny.
Get it? Got it? Never mind. Don't worry about it.
God damn it.
Leave your potty humor in the bathroom.
Wow.
Sorry. Sorry.
Come on.
Sorry, man.
This is
Sorry.
an adult place.
You know, I wish I was the person that sued Red Bull for their motto. Red Bull gives you wings.
Mhm.
Because that person got away with some cash, didn't they?
Well, yeah, because they jumped off of a cliff and said Red Bull made them able to fly.
Yeah. Cause
I mean, yeah, but they had money.
they just claim shitty marketing. I mean, he's probably in a wheelchair living it up in Cancun, but
Hey, he's living it up
He's
in
living it up.
Cancun.
Wait. Oh, wait. That goes against the waist down rule. You can't be paralyzed from
okay.
the
But
waist
what did
down.
Jay-Z say? There is no such thing as an ugly billionaire.
Okay.
He said he's
Yeah.
cute. Have you seen a picture of Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Do you see his wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
listened to David Beckham speak?
I'll flop you the bee winged longer.
Ugly guys are like, I can't
Exactly.
do it. Look at who Beyonce's married to. I remember the first time I saw, like, I was like 12 when I saw Jay-Z without his sunglasses for the first time. This is such a culture shock, man.
Yo, he has eyes,
I
yo.
thought- it's like Stevie Wonder, where you're like, oh, he can take his sunglasses off. He's not. They're not just melded to his head.
I have never
Never
seen,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never seen him without his sunglasses. Have you, Cyrus? Eric Colton?
The three people, I've never seen like. I mean, I imagine he doesn't take them off very often for people, but
Yeah.
no, the three people I associated with in my childhood is always wearing sunglasses and they never take them off. It was Jay-Z, Stevie Wonder, and Ozzy Osbourne. Like I asked my mother, I remember being like 8, and I was like, "Mom, does Ozzy Osbourne ever take off his sunglasses?" And she just looked at me going, "Probably."
It's a good question.
Felt like a dumbass. You know what it was too that triggered that question?
What's
I was
that?
watching Hannah Montana when
What?
Miley's older brother dressed up like Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh.
That's funny.
Sharon, I can't see with these things on. Something like that. He made like a gesture towards the glasses, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's Ozzy Osbourne."
Thank you. Thank you, Hannah Montana. You know what else is culture shock?
When he ate that bat.
What? Oh, yeah.
Miley's brother.
He actually... Oh, no, wait. That was a fucking guy, too.
Wait.
Fucking... What was it? Johnny Depp. No, I thought he was British. Man is American.
Yeah, he's from
Yeah.
Kentucky or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
he's like... Yeah, I
I
thought...
knew he was
He's
American.
corn-fed, bro.
I thought he was... I thought he was just like lived in America, but was like had an accent. But no, the
Okay.
man's like,
No,
I was
no.
going there, friend. I was like, yo,
He's
yo,
he's very American. He's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
American dude.
the American.
He's. I think he's from Kentucky, correct? I'll double fact that.
Yeah.
Is he from
fact
Kentucky?
check that. And I mean,
I don't think he's from
we're,
Kentucky.
we're gonna check
We're
that.
gonna check it.
but he's an icon. for
Oh
sure.
yeah,
Uh huh.
a great guy.
Johnny Depp.
He's going through some shit, isn't
Yes,
he?
with
You got some
that.
notes on
Oh,
that?
I heard that.
Amber Heard.
Yeah, that whore.
I heard about her
Dude,
too.
I'll-
Fuck Amber Heard.
Literally, the first thing I heard about when like the trials and everything was going on was that she shit on his bed.
Yeah, I think that came out a while ago, right? Or did
I-
it just come out?
I think it was like a few days ago. But
Yeah.
either way,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
I think the case was won a while ago, but the court video has just been released.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
Do you know what the best part about the case is? Did you watch the story of him talking about Amber shit in the bed?
yes,
Oh my god, she looks
Yeah.
so embarrassed. And you could tell he definitely told that story to one, prove a point, and two, embarrass the fucking shit out of her. And
Yeah.
oh my god, it's embarrassing because
Mhm.
the camera that's aiming at her, she just looks like she wants to recoil in her chair and fall through the earth.
I mean,
It's insane.
she shat in the bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She shot.
You
Literally
shit
shat the bed.
Yeah, he's from Owensboro, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah,
That man's from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How?
Yeah, John Christopher Depp II.
Wow. I did not know it. He was from Kentucky. Man loves fried chicken.
And he's a junior.
He's what?
The second.
Junior.
Oh yeah.
Spouses.
I saw something else from that one where he was like just making a statement during the case, and he was like, and she punched me, and she just speaks out and goes, didn't punch you, I was hitting you.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
There's a fucking.
You're not
audio
helping
clip.
your
Wait.
lawyer.
What? That's
Stupid.
goofy.
I did not
That bitch is
punch
pretty
you.
stupid.
Yeah, that's.
You did not know the motion of my arm.
I'm not punching you.
And her
I'm hitting
lawyer
you.
was just like,
Title?
"Hey, don't talk."
Don't speak. Speak gently.
Fuck.
Was that case from a while ago?
Why
Then
is
they win it?
No, I think it's going on. now.
Basically, Amber Heard published stories and articles, and she went into magazines and stuff like that, and said that Johnny Depp is a fucking wife beater and shit like that, and basically tore his image and his reputation apart. And of course, he kind of sat in silence and went, "What?" You know, like,
The audacity.
fuck? Yeah, so he got dropped. Of course, Disney dropped him. Then he was dropped from the new Fantastic Beasts movie and stuff like that. And then basically, he's now suing for defamation. And it really points to he's got a
No.
really strong case of she's
Yeah.
batshit insane and is just sticking it all to him.
Yeah.
Exhibit A.
Mhm.
The bed.
Well, and then I mean, it came out in the last court hearing that she cut the tips of his fingers off.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or-
and that's why in 2015 there's a video of him going to a children's hospital, and a kid goes, "What happened to your fingers?" And he's like, "Oh, well, when you're a pirate," and he like did his old Captain Jack Sparrow spiel, and he was in
Right.
character and shit like that.
So he was hungry and he had to eat it.
Yeah, he's like, sometimes we get hungry and we gotta eat it. Yeah, well, no, it was actually Amber Heard cutting his fucking fingers off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
That's insane.
And then man, I go to work the next day.
And then he went to work.
Yeah. To a kids hospital, make these kids happy.
Yeah. And he never once stepped out and went, yeah, my fucking wife cut my fingers off. No big deal.
Dude. Ow.
What a great guy.
I'm
He's
sorry,
a cool
if a girl
guy.
cut my fingers off, I'm going to cut her fucking ponytail off. I'm not going to go that extreme.
No,
Come on.
come on.
Her
Ponytail, gone.
ponytail is worth more than my fingertips, dude.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
bangs fucked.
Sharp bamboo shoots under her fingernails.
Wait.
Sorry, honey. I misplaced your hairdryer.
Looks like
How are you going to go to work now?
you're gonna work. Yeah.
Wait, your makeup's covered in piss? Oops.
What's that? I made you put on the socks the wrong way. Oh well.
There's a left
Get
sock,
wrecked.
okay, honey? Always has been.
For fucking cutting my finger, bitch.
No, that's terrible though. You know.
Yeah, justice for Johnny. He,
Yeah.
he even said
Justice for Johnny.
What is it? Everyone's like, even if he's already mentioned that if Disney paid him a shitload of money to return as Jack Sparrow, he's already not going to take
Yeah,
it.
hell no. Why would he?
No, because Disney pretty much threw him to the side. They didn't even. I think what hurt him the most is they never even asked. They just heard the stories and cut ties with him, and he's like, the fuck.
That's terrible though.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
does. It sucks because she basically got a free pass to accuse him of whatever she wanted to, and everyone,
Just said okay.
you know, in the business was like, "Oh, blacklisted. How could
Yeah.
you?" And he's
Cancel
like, "What do you mean? How
culture.
could I?"
Yeah.
It's like
Ugh.
saying Brennan hit a million
It's
gamer
so
score.
fast too. Like it's so
No,
quick.
he didn't. How
No,
could he?
you didn't.
Time is
But you
relative.
did.
I might have.
Oh
All
shit!
these squares make a circle.
Brendan's gonna go get $1 million before I do, just to fuck
We
around.
live in a simulation.
Yeah.
Yeah, the computer's running just fine now. I'm glad.
Good.
Last week I almost had
Nice.
a heart attack.
Nice venting, nice airflow.
No, the airflow.
If we live in a
shit.
simulation, then can I buy the NFT for the, like, universe?
No, Shadows will kick you in the
Probably.
face and tell you the rev was right.
Oh.
NFT for the
That
universe.
technically means there's an NFT that contains all NFTs.
Probably.
How much do you think that's worth? Like $0?
Is there an NFT that owns the internet?
It's
Me.
worth N.
I can just
NFT?
claim to own an NFT and sell it to you and never give it to you. Cyrus is gonna make his own NFTs and they're gonna be free. Because I don't give a shit.
Well,
Speaking
time
of
to
shit,
shit?
yeah. Speaking of shit, I gotta go take a massive shit.
well,
Yeah, hopefully I'm back in
Really?
time to finish the episode.
I hope it comes out alright. Fuck. Why is it falling apart?
Because I don't have it
Tighten
screwed.
the screw.
I'll tighten the screw. I'm gonna go shit real quick. I'll be back.
Hey, I love you.
Yeah, I love you guys too. Hey, audience, remember to wipe.
There's Brandon.
Hey.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Take care, man. Good luck
Miss
with
you
your
already.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good to see you, man.
Have a
See you
good
later,
shit.
I got the 6 ply.
6 ply? Where
When
do you
he
get
cries?
that? They don't sell that at Costco.
You'll never know.
You'll never. Why won't you just tell me?
shit. Brandon, stop stunting on the hose.
Yeah.
Stop impressing the maidens.
Okay. So what is?
That's my job.
What is Minecraft Dungeons?
It's like Diablo, but with Minecraft characters.
It's much simpler to play.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just a top-down dungeon crawler.
Mhm.
Wait, really? Top down?
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, especially considering that it uses Minecraft weapons and it's set in a Minecraft theme and it's way easier to play than Diablo. I mean, it's made for kids, so
Yeah.
it's easy to pick up. It's easy to absorb. I think it's easier than Minecraft.
Fair enough. Well, check it out then.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll be on this recording. No.
No.
It's
We
this
have-
beautiful.
This beach in the background.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Polynesians out there, all 3 of you. We need to do something about the minority problem in America. We need to boost our numbers.
Well, we can't breed them in captivity. We tried that.
Wait.
I wouldn't. What year is it, Brandon? It is at least 200 years later than whatever you project.
A lot happens in 200 years,
Yeah.
and yeah.
I mean, we
that
don't-
happened a long time ago.
So can we make up fake history right now?
Okay.
Yeah, I remember the American invasion on Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
was terrible.
insane. I can't believe they slaughtered all those crabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet the dinners were nice though.
Yeah.
I mean, all beings aside, I
They
bet
went
the
and
dinner's been nice.
salted all the beaches so nothing grew there ever again. Nothing was growing there, but now nothing will.
Yeah,
That's what's
well,
important.
white people go there because the gods tell them to. So if the gods told them to, who are we to say?
You know what my favorite thing to look up recently is, now that we're talking about this, is tourists going on vacation to Hawaii and trying to fight the locals.
Wait.
Don't fight. No, the biggest people on the fucking planet, like the brawniest, strongest people, are native Hawaiians. They will
Yeah.
wreck your shit
Pacific Islanders, dude, are just
as a whole.
massive people.
Long Beach Griffey had a video series where he would talk about like when you get into a fight with a Samoan or a Tongan or something like that, and every time he would address them, he would always be looking at his ceiling like, "Oos, sorry, didn't mean to." He's like, "That's not my girlfriend. That's your girlfriend. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to. I was just holding on to her until you got back."
Yeah, yeah, it's not your place to do so. That's
Yeah.
silly.
There was
That's
a
fucking
few
silly.
kids that read like that were absolute units, and
Yeah.
they were the nicest people on the planet. But you could tell that if you rubbed them the wrong way,
Yep.
it wasn't gonna end well for anybody.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. What's his name? There's linemen now in the NFL. A lot of them are big Pacific Islanders. Like there was Vita Vea, who's taken in 2018 by the Buccaneers.
Okay.
Won a Super Bowl with them. He's a fucking unit on the
Yeah.
offensive line. And then last year, you could watch Penei Sewell. Watch Penei Sewell highlights. He's a fucking monster. He's on the Lions.
Okay. Okay.
I've never seen a lineman that deserves an award more than he does.
Well,
Blockers
too
are-
bad he's on the Lions.
He's on the Lions, and linemen are underappreciated as it is.
Yeah.
But he is just an absolute unit. He reminds me of Joe Thomas, and Joe Thomas played for the Browns. Joe
Okay.
Thomas was famous. I think in an 8-year span, he only allowed like 2 sacks.
Damn. Okay.
He was the only.
Okay.
He was the literal only good player on the Browns for a long time.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's impressive, though. 2 years with only 2 sacks. That's
8 years with 2 sacks. It was a lot.
8
Yeah,
years?
basically,
I'm sorry.
he never allowed sacks. He was the best blocker the team had, and it was because they would try to just blow by him and pick on somebody else
wow.
because they knew they weren't getting past him.
Right. So he would just fucking pummel him.
But no, I watched tape earlier this week. Somebody actually posted a highlight to Reddit of Penei Sewell, and he basically went up and he cracked somebody on the side.
Yeah.
I think it was a Chicago Bear. Cracked him on the side and then turned around and fucking flattened a linebacker so that this running back had a huge hole and he broke out for like 10 yards.
Wow.
Because it's not often you see a lineman completely double team and block somebody,
Right.
turn around and then flatten somebody else. Basically eliminated 2 players on the same play at the line of
that's-
scrimmage.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It's like being in Walmart and you have 16 items and you got to get past like 3 people in line and cut. I don't know. What's a good analogy for all our non-sports listeners?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
Plowing through a Walmart line, if you're really that antsy. But everybody there is knows you're trying to get through, so they don't care. And they get in your way, and they trip you, and they kick you, and they spit in your face.
The Raiders had a Hawaiian on our team last year.
Did we?
Marcus Mariota.
Mariota, okay. He didn't stay for long.
2 seasons as backup quarterback. Now
Okay.
he's projected to be the starter for the Falcons.
I did not know he was Hawaiian.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
he's played high school in Hawaii and then he went to Oregon
For
and
sure.
then was drafted by the Titans.
Okay. Titans. Did he start with the Titans?
Yeah, he beat
Okay.
them in the.
Remember the Titans?
He beat the Chiefs in that
Tennessee?
playoff game, if you remember.
Tennessee, indeed.
Do you remember Marcus Mariota threw that touchdown pass to himself?
I do not.
Oh man, I was in a Popeyes when that game was happening,
Okay.
and I remember I was sitting there with 2 friends, and I just go ballistic because I don't like the Chiefs that much, and the Chiefs are up 21-3. And Marcus Mariota throws a pass. It gets batted down at the line. He catches it and dives in for a touchdown. It's only the second time in NFL history
Wow.
somebody has thrown a touchdown pass to themselves.
There's been a couple of those cool
Yeah.
instances, but that's
And the Titans beat the Chiefs that game. It was hilarious.
yeah, that's fucking great. A very few couple of times that's happened.
And then
But damn, that's insane.
And he actually went to the same high
I'll
school.
be right back.
Brandon will be right back. He went
Okay.
to the same high school as the Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
Don't know the name honestly.
The quarterback of the Dolphins, number 1. He's the only left-handed quarterback in the NFL.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool. I'll
Yeah.
do some research.
yeah.
on
Him and Marcus Mariota went to the same high school in Hawaii.
That's fucking rad.
Yeah,
The only left-handed player.
currently,
Wow.
he's the first one since Vic.
Is there any in college right now?
Yeah, there's
Any
a few.
there's
But
okay.
to get drafted, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's always a left-handed quarterback somewhere. It's just riding a bench or, but starting, he's the only left-handed.
That's cool though. I
Mhm.
mean, you don't hear of that.
I think the most famous was Jared Lorenzen, if anybody remembers him. He was known as the hefty lefty. He was the 300-pound quarterback.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I think he played for Penn State. He was a big, hefty dude in college, and then he made it to the
Wow.
NFL. He actually had a Super Bowl ring. He was the backup for the Giants when they beat the Patriots the first time.
I assume he was still quick too then.
He was backup quarterback. I mean, he was a big guy, but he knew how to play quarterback. That's why they had him as backup, because they were like, we might need you for a gadget play. They never really used him for that, but they were like,
Okay.
if Eli goes down,
Hmm.
you can back him up.
Right.
We'll just have you stand in the pocket and throw some bombs.
Huh. Fucking A. That's
And then
cool.
and then he played in an arena league, and he was league MVP for that for a little bit and shit like that.
For sure.
Yeah, he was dope.
Those arena like knockoff leagues are cool too. Those are
Mhm.
kind of making a comeback now. That's cool.
It's fun to watch. It's like the watching a Twitch stream of
Yeah.
somebody doing their own thing. I don't know how to describe it. It's
Well-
not professional, so you don't really like relate to the players or the teams or anything like that, but it's still entertaining to watch. I think that's what makes football fun to watch, and some people don't understand why people are so crazy about sports. It's because once you become familiar with the team or the people on the team,
Right.
and you just like a team so much, you just
Yeah.
want them to win. It's just
Yeah.
entertainment.
Yeah, you get to know the guys, whether it be from watching them play or nowadays social. I mean, you can really get to know a certain player if you like him a lot or
Mhm.
like him enough.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. But yeah, that's a
Like-
good point.
I remember in
Yes.
high school, it was easy to dog on. Not even high school, like post-high school when K-pop was starting to become big.
Yeah.
And I'd sit there and make fun of K-poppers. I'm like, haha, K-pop.
Yeah.
But if somebody talks shit about like Avenged Sevenfold,
Just
I'd
flip
roast
your
them on
lid.
Twitter.
Yeah.
And then I go, okay, I get it.
No, that's a good point though, because like especially people that have been watching a long time, they'll watch people go from college to pros too,
Mm-hmm.
and that's big. So yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I want to watch more of those throw-off league games because I know you talk a lot of good things about them. So, where do you catch them on actually?
So the first game last week was on NBC, and then they showed one,
Okay.
I think, on Fox last Sunday, and then the other two were on cable.
Okay.
So I'd imagine you just have to like look up the games and see if they're being broadcast on local television.
Right.
If not, I think they were on like Fox Sports 1 and TBS or something like that.
Okay. So easy to get to.
Yes.
Yeah. If you're not totally into football, those are kind of easier to check out. They're easier to watch too. I think.
Mhm.
I caught a couple of clips of it.
Or it's a video game podcast. Just pick up Madden, figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
We should jump into Madden, do a custom game. It's hard to. That's right. That's a thing, huh?
Yeah,
It's kind of a pain in the ass.
we put the Madden gameplay in our episode 40. and
Right.
We got copyright strike.
Yeah, that was goofy.
Stupid.
That has been since corrected, thankfully.
So we just won't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Thanks, NFL. No fun league. Oh.
Yeah. That was
You
silly.
know, get fun.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about it the other day, and man, it's just been lackluster all these years. It feels like when we were just teenagers, even it was so much better because at least we had like a reliable Call of Duty coming out every year or so.
Yeah.
You know, it was zombies to look forward to. Maybe I couldn't get the DLC because I was too young at the time, but man, it was just a better game back then, and it's crazy to think we've gone so long without like a blockbuster game. You know what I mean?
The last Call of Duty I remember being stupid excited for was Black Ops 4, and it was announced like 4 years ago.
Yeah. I just keep going back to that thought. You know, like 4 years, really?
Yeah.
And we're just about to get a fucking update that might fix Battlefield 2042. Like that's all we have to look
Maybe.
forward to. And we don't know what games are launching still. We don't know what's on the horizon.
Halo's community is pretty peeved.
Yeah.
They finally officially put out a roadmap.
Okay.
Finally for the season 2.
Yeah.
Starts in May, lasts till November.
Oh.
A 6-month season. And then they gave a bunch of dates for co-op. They gave a date of when it's projected to launch. They didn't give a concrete answer. They said projected launch for local split screen. So you can't play
What?
online split screen yet. I know.
What?
And then they gave a update to Forge's beta, and they gave another projected date that it's supposed to launch this season, in season 2. So now they're giving projected dates of when to expect them, and they're using specific
Disgusting.
language so that if they have to pull the cord, they will.
Oh my god.
At this point, just don't announce it if it's not ready.
Right. Stop fucking teasing people, because then you don't deliver, and it's even fucking worse.
Because next month was when Forge and Co-op was supposed to come out. They were supposed to come out together.
They said that at launch, right?
Yeah, they said it wouldn't come out with the game, or they were going to delay it, but it's going to be fine. And now here we are. They delayed it a few months ago until later this year, and they're still not giving us concrete details of when it's being launched.
And they should just shut up at this point. Just say it's delayed and leave it be.
Mm-hmm. It feels like they got the multiplayer working, they got the campaign right where it needs to be, and then they didn't have a lot more answers for us. And it makes you wonder where the resources poured into, if this is the most expensive video game that's ever been made.
Right.
It's the most expensive video game ever being made, and they're launching a season that's going to last 6 months because they have to focus
on other tasks.
on Forge and
so,
online co-op. Whoa, that was a cool noise.
Boing. It's like playing with those door stops.
Yeah, it's like
You fucking cat.
343's made these systems before. They were able to successfully integrate Forge into Halo 4 and 5, along with, at least in 4, they were able to do online co-op, because 4 and 5 had online co-op. It was 5 that didn't have split screen, which was
Okay.
insane. Yeah, to this day, Halo 5 does not have split screen at all.
And they're coming out with split screen first for Halo Infinite, our most expensive game ever, but no split screen for 5. That is fucking goofy.
Yeah.
And it's shit like that, It's just
It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's fucking bullshit.
no, it doesn't, and it's so weird. They're just playing games with the consumers at this point,
What were we willing to buy? I mean, I didn't buy the game. It was on Game Pass.
Thank
That's
God.
why I'm not that upset, is because, you play the game on Game Pass. You're like, well, I'll pick it back up later.
Yeah.
I didn't pay money for it.
Yeah.
I'm paying for the service, but I'll just play other games.
And still to this day, it's the same. How many maps? Isn't there only like 6?
Not many.
There's a very limited number of maps in the game.
And there's been no new ones, right?
No.
Okay. So yeah, that's just.
Besides new content drops in the store, I really don't know what they've added to the game post-launch, because I'm not checking in on it actively, but I also don't care enough to look into it because I don't play Halo enough.
Colton and I played.
Fiesta.
We played for the overlay of episode 41,
Mm-hmm.
and all we saw was a bunch of fucking paid aesthetics for player costumes or fucking weapon shit, helmet designs and all that, but nothing else. Skins, yeah, just skins to sum it up.
Absolutely.
But I don't know. Hopefully, here's to Battlefield 2042 delivering with that update. Do we have any other news on that?
It launched on Tuesday, I think.
Oh, really?
So it's already out.
So it is live.
I haven't seen what's up with the game, but I actually just purchased it this week, and I'm interested to test it out and see if it's just awful to play. Because I think, you read about what's online, and I think if your gameplay differs from what you hear about online, you can give a pass on it. Because I remember when Black Ops 4 first came out, a lot of people were complaining about the bugs in the game, and I never came across any of those. I played that game for like 3 months straight.
Yeah.
If anybody remembers me at the end of 2018, I did nothing but play Black Ops.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
it was
all
good,
I played
though.
for 3 months. Because 76 came out, and I just didn't give a shit about 76. I was still playing Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to turn that on. Yeah, video games are rough because it feels like all these AAA titles, they keep wanting to be bigger and better, but now they're just not making games that work.
Yeah.
Not even that they work, they're just not entertaining to play. They don't catch my attention for that long. Like Halo Infinite, it's fun and the game works, but there's something weird about it to where I don't want to play it as much as I used to.
Right.
Because we're all getting older. Maybe that's why Fortnite's so popular. It just grabs kids' attention.
Yeah. That's weird too.
Yeah, you guys are all turning into a bunch of old fucks.
I'm back. Sorry,
Welcome
Ellie
back.
just
We
got
start talking
picked up.
about Fortnite, and Brandon came back. Welcome, Brandon. So, opinions, Brandon?
I don't like Fortnite.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. Don't lie.
I actually don't have an opinion on Fortnite because I've never played it.
But you just said you don't like it. That's an opinion.
Well, it was
He has one opinion,
being
okay?
rhetorical to the Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
don't like Fortnite.
skate to one opinion and one opinion only.
Well, Fortnite.
Brandon, what's your favorite multiplayer shooter at the moment? What do you keep going back and playing?
Minecraft Dungeons.
Okay.
I don't play
That's not a
multiplayer
shooter.
shooters.
We're
I
talking
don't
about.
play multiplayer shooters unless it's with other people. So whatever you guys play, for probably.
I just bought 2042. If you want to hop on that, I have to download the update. though.
I have I have the update about halfway installed. I was curious to see what it fixed, so I can finish that.
Yep. Basically, we're talking about Infinite and Halo and how it feels like these games are just coming out with less care and polish because they try to be something way bigger than they're supposed to. A company gets so ambitious and they want to make the perfect game, but it's not possible to get there, and their games are suffering as a result. Because you think about a game like Black Ops, think about how simple Black Ops was.
Yeah.
It was, you go back and you look at that UI, and that was above the grade in 2010.
Yeah.
And it feels like the bare minimum in this year.
Exactly.
And it was because we don't need something way over the top. We just need something that works.
Yeah.
I did that with oh man, there was a game that came out and it was very unpolished and it was rough, but I enjoyed playing the dog piss out of it. I don't remember what it was. If I remember, I'll let you know.
That was Cyberpunk for me. Like it ran good enough on the PC to where I could deal with it. But
It ran fine on my One X.
on your One X, okay.
Yeah.
It ran okay, but the frames would dip in heavy combat
Yeah.
very often.
Yeah. Yeah, that game.
But driving in the
was
city wasn't too bad.
Shit still. Well, it's not shit, but it was just another
The
failed
Series
attempt.
X upgrade makes that game look silky buttery smooth. And
Really?
it's nice to play, yeah.
For sure.
There's still problems and quirks with the AI in the game. Like, I remember they were like, oh, every AI in the game lives its own life, and it has a backstory, and you can follow them all. And they have it. Who cares? Who fucking cares?
Well,
I hope
GTA
that's-
5 did it, so they had to, right?
But it would always be just a random character that you would see. They would, like, spawn in on the block. They would have something weird and crazy to say, and then when you're not looking at them, they'll despawn and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
The problem is people pay attention to that more in Cyberpunk, where they do exactly that. They pop in, have a story, they talk, they have conversations with other people, and then they just disappear.
Okay.
And the only reason people care and they make fun of Cyberpunk for it is because they touted that as a feature, and it's a feature that doesn't work. Had they
Okay.
not said anything at all about the AI in the game, like the NPCs that you meet,
Unnoticed.
people wouldn't give a shit. They'd just be like, oh, it's kind of like GTA.
Yeah.
Instead, we go, oh, look, this thing that they promised doesn't work.
Right.
And it's stupid and poopy for it.
Yeah, and it is a lot of that, the overhype and under delivery of content, story, anything.
So, Colton, when was the...
Fuck.
Because this was a while ago. When was the first time you heard of Duke Nukem Forever coming out? Because that game was delayed for like 12, 13
fuck.
years. Yeah. I was young enough to
Duke
only hear
Nukem
about it.
Forever.
Yeah.
I want to say that I got announced in like 2007
Oh, hold up.
or 8.
2007 or 8.
2007.
Okay.
Or 8. Okay.
There was a story of a guy who had it pre-ordered from GameStop in 2004. And they honored his pre-order when he went and picked it up on the
Wow.
360 in 2011 when it finally launched. That was one of those games that got stuck in development hell. And even when it launched all those years later, it sucked butt.
Oh,
It was not a good game.
that's rough.
Mm-hmm.
When StarCraft Ghost got announced, and it got all the way to like the pre-order stage, and you could like go to the GameStop and see the pre-order cases for it and everything, and then it literally vaporwared.
Mm.
It was a first-person shooter game
Mhm.
based on a ghost from StarCraft. Nova is her name. They actually brought her back for StarCraft 2.
Wow. So you want to hear something wild? So obviously there's games like Scalebound. I don't know if you remember, but there was going to be an Xbox One exclusive titled Scalebound.
Okay.
It was
The Dragon game.
Yeah, it was announced in 2013, I think, alongside the Xbox One console. They said it was in development for so many years. And I think around 2016, 2017, they finally axed the game. Just said, yeah, we
Yep.
didn't finish it. And a lot of people were excited about it because it looked very, very promising. Cyberpunk was first announced at E3 2012. And the
Wow.
first trailer for the game dropped at E3 2018. That's 6 years in between solid gameplay and when the game was announced.
Wow.
Elder Scrolls 6 this June will have been announced for 4 years, and we haven't heard a lick of it since. I know that Starfield comes out later this year, but it's crazy to me that a company announces a game and then just kind of lets it ride. Because in 2 years, it'll be the same time frame as Cyberpunk, which means that if Elder Scrolls 6 launches this decade and it's a broken, buggy piece of mess, people are going to associate it with the 2018 time limit, where they're going to go, hey, look, they've been working on it since 2018. Because
Wow.
I doubt CD Projekt Red was working on Cyberpunk in 2012, 2013 when The Witcher 3 was around the corner in a few
Yeah.
years. But people attribute Cyberpunk's development to 2012 because that's when they initially made the announcement. I think Bethesda nailed it on the fucking head when they announced Fallout 4 6 months before it came out.
Yeah.
Or 5 months, sorry. They announced Fallout 4, showed off all of the gameplay of it, showed off the game mechanics, and said it comes out in 5 months, and they delivered.
Yeah.
And that's why everyone praised them for it, was because they're like, oh, they announced something and it's actually coming out. Did it work 100%? No, but it was... I didn't notice anything crazy with my gameplay in that first week playing it.
No.
I
It was
enjoyed
just super easy to break it.
Yeah,
Okay.
until they, worked out the bugs and stuff, but...
Well, that sounds better than what we've seen recently, for sure.
Mhm.
Fuck. Jeez. That'd be nice nowadays.
That was when Bethesda was still everyone's golden child.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the launch of 76 that Bethesda got such a negative reputation. And they deserved it, because
Oh, yeah.
76 didn't work. I give them a pass in that they hadn't made an online game before, and 76 was a trial run to see if they could get servers running and they can get all these people integrated in the same world.
Sure.
But
yeah.
there were core mechanics with the game that were fucking stupid. Stupid.
Yeah, they were god awful. They were just
The
a
game
bother.
was boring
too.
to play. It was shitty. The level up system was garbage, trash.
Right.
You couldn't earn money. The limits to your inventory.
Fuck the perks.
He's like, oh, well, to get your inventory where you want it to be, you need to be a smarter Wastelander. You can't play it like a Fallout 4 game. And it's like, so
Right.
why is the game built around playing it like Fallout 4
Yeah.
if you don't want us to play it like we used to? And then they're like, okay, fine. You can have unlimited storage if you give us $12 a month.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I pre-ordered the game for $60. David pre-ordered it for $80.
Thanks. I didn't even get any. Of
Yeah. me
Brandon
too.
played it on Game Pass.
it. Smart man.
Yep.
Thank you, Brandon. Brandon, what is your opinion on Fallout 76? Let's get you in the mix.
No, I never got to experience it when it was very bad, like the way you guys describe it. But when I played it, it was fun. When you had friends to play with, it was a fun game.
Yeah.
But it definitely
100%.
had bugs.
I played the beta.
I played the beta with David. I still have a screenshot from us running around in that first motel that you get to, just outside of the vault.
Yep.
It was so exciting because, okay, that was right around the time that Black Ops 4 came out, and that was like the peak of my naivety into video games because I just bought Tyson a Series X, correct? And
Yeah.
he gave me my Xbox One S back. I let him borrow it because the VCR's hard drive shit out, and he needed an Xbox
rough.
to use. So he just put the other one up.
Right.
I'm going to keep that one, and I'm selling my 1X because that 1S means something to me because it was the first thing I bought with my credit card. Because
Oh,
I
for
got to
sure.
a point where I was an adult, and I was like, I'm getting a credit card, and I bought an Xbox One S.
Hell yeah.
And it was like a token of, I'm a fucking adult now. And then, all these games come out, and I'm like, I just want all these games. I can buy video games now.
Right.
Because I'm not a broke joke anymore.
Yeah, that was like the first point of adulthood. Like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
buying my own shit.
So all I
Mom.
did was buy broken video games like Black Ops 4, Battlefield 5, Fallout 76.
Yeah. Yeah. Where'd that go? Huh?
Oh, man. 2018 was a fun year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Not for me.
I had ups and downs.
Ups and doings.
Yeah. I had a lot more ups than I had downs that year. So
Yeah.
I just think
that's
back to
good.
it fondly.
Hell yeah. Always. Misfits Melon, Gamer Subs. You guys like to get cracked out on
Attention.
energy drinks?
This episode is brought to you by our own intuition. We're not sponsored, but we'd like to be.
Yeah.
And caffeine.
Brandon, you need to start making guitar videos because I looked at this company. They're a Russian guitar company that makes custom models, and they pair with just about any musician. And it would be cool to get them sponsorship.
Hmm.
We should look into it.
That'd
Just
be cool. Yeah.
text Putin.
And they'll put your picture up on their website, and they'll let you get your custom guitar. I was looking into it.
That's interesting.
Thought I'd throw that out there on the table. Starts with a K. It's got a long name. I forget what it is.
Kalishnikov?
No, but it's like 15 letters long because it's long in Russian.
Fair enough.
They have actually halted production right now because of the ongoing Russian-Ukrainian conflict. Fuck Putin. But, we'll hopefully see them back soon.
Well, we do have... No, I forgot. I had something. Oscar wrote down a few things, but he had to go take a shit, so may or may not.
He's got Florida written down, whatever that means. I'm trying to think. I think you meant to talk about
Florida Man?
weather, Florida, Lego, Star Wars. Is this what we talked about?
Oh,
I don't think these are his notes. I think this is what we talked about.
well,
Never
cut.
mind. Anyways, did you hear about the man that set himself on fire at the Supreme Court building last night? The Supreme Court set himself on fire, died.
What?
You know what the worst part about it is?
No, what?
Nobody knows what he was protesting.
Well, he's
He
dead.
He didn't make it very clear. Yeah.
Did he leave any notes?
At the moment, they're investigating, and there's zero
Well, if he
indications
did,
what he did.
Oh, wait, those notes are paper.
Yeah.
Were they on his iPhone?
Yeah, that's
The Notes app. They go into the Notes app
Well,
and they
if he
post it
did.
on Twitter.
Damn it. Well, that's terrible. Don't set yourself on fire.
No,
That
that's
sounds like a god-awful way to want to go out. Yeah, that's
no.
insane.
It's not fun. Do you ever burn your hand in the oven, like when you accidentally cinch it for a second?
I can't even put my hand over a candle. No.
I was about to say, imagine that all over continuously, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's the
you guys sound like preachers from like the 1600s.
oh, my,
Warning
Bro, they sound like
about how-
preachers from now.
Yeah, in the 1600s, they burned witches,
cool.
which was really just
I
innocent
remember
women.
there
but,
was a movie
you know,
we watched in school once about like the old church like that, and this dude literally would just hold his. He held the scene was he held his hand over a torch for like 30 seconds and
oh,
was completely calm about it, and then just showed his burned hand to the people. And it's like, that will be you if you do not pay to have your sins given back. And then all the poor people were just throwing gold at them, so that their sins were forgiven.
I think
Braveheart.
they're the witch. They couldn't feel
No,
pain.
it was a movie about Martin Luther, and not King Jr. There's a different Martin
the
Luther.
original Martin Luther.
Luther.
Martin Luther.
What?
Wasn't the
Martin
movie
Luther.
called Luther?
That it might have been.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember what it was called at all.
oh,
If there was a movie called Luther, then that was probably it.
for sure.
Great film. Excellent. Clash.
Yeah, don't burn.
Won the Academy Award that year.
It's not a good way to go out.
It didn't win an Academy Award that year, I'm being told.
Oh, okay. Snazzy. We're not so
Yeah,
snazzy.
see, when I'm not there with you guys, I have my interns.
Well,
Kendrick announced
By
a new album.
entrance, he means his mother.
Hey,
what'd you
guys,
say, Cyrus?
Kendrick announced a new album. I have come up with a time frame for how long it's been since Kendrick Lamar has come out with an album.
Really?
We graduated high
Yesterday.
school 2 months after Kendrick's last album came out.
2 months after. Wow.
Lil Pump, Lil Xan, Smoke Perp, all those SoundCloud clout chasing artists had their entire careers from start to finish in between Kendrick albums.
That's pretty funny though.
Man, that brings me back to high school when he announced Damn.
Damn.
I remember when he announced it because he came out with the Humble
Yeah.
at the very last day of March. And then the next week he said, no. He launched Humble on the last day of March. And earlier that week, 3 days before, a song called The Heart Part 4 came out.
Okay.
And it was basically him talking about the industry and his life and stuff like that. And then the end of the song has him name drop April the 7th. He said, y'all got till April the 7th to get y'all shit together. That was a week and a half away from that point. And then that Friday, Humble dropped.
Huh.
And then a week later on April the 7th, I think the album was originally supposed to come out, but he was doing revisions to it. And
Oh,
so he
okay.
just announced the album was coming out April 14th, the week after.
Oh, for sure.
And it was like a whole 2-week period where everyone's fucking just bouncing in their chairs going, what? Kendrick? So he announced an album and had it out in 2.5 weeks.
Damn.
It was spectacular. And then he played at Coachella the weekend that it came out.
Oh wow. For sure. That's fucking.
And then we know
cool.
what happened. That song became huge and shit like that. I still have Reddit threads saved to my phone of like when people were theorizing what the album was called and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because in that same Heart Part 4 song, he starts talking about, the flame in his EYEs. And he talked about an acronym called TOC. And everyone went,
Okay.
that's the album, TOC. Oh, and I remember these guys ran wild with this theory that it was called The Other Community. And then they made
Huh.
fake album covers. They're like, I know Kendrick. He sent me this photo.
That's
And then it was
goofy.
just people sending random shit. And then when Kendrick announced his new album, I think it was on Monday or something like that. It's
Yeah.
titled Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. May 13th, 2022. Mark it on your fucking calendars. And somebody on Reddit, and I was like, oh no, I was having flashbacks because some dude went, hey, look, album art leaked. And I clicked on it, and it was a picture of Rule 34 Sonic with his feet up in front of the camera. And I was like, this fucking place.
That's goofy.
It's
as
just
hell.
a bunch of teenagers shit posting now because, like,
right.
in the last 5 years, the Kendrick subreddit gets dead, and it's just fans talking about stuff and posting album art. And then when there's an album coming out, then all the teenagers come in and put all the shit posted.
Nice. Beautiful.
When Damn came out, there was a popular fan theory that it was actually going to be a double album because Damn came out on the 14th, and then 2 days later was Easter Sunday, and everyone thought he was propping himself up to be Christ, and he was going to release Nation on Sunday, on Easter Sunday, and Kendrick was going to resurrect because if you've never listened to Damn, he gets shot and he's killed at the end of Damn. That's the story of the album.
Okay.
Everyone's like, oh, he's going to rise back and Nation's going to come out on Sunday. And people got so hyped about an album that had zero concrete evidence of even existing.
Huh.
And then when it didn't come out, people were pissed. They were so fucking mad at Kendrick. Like, how could you do this to us? How could you not drop the double album?
That's
And he's
goofy.
probably sitting in his hotel room wherever Coachella's at going, the fuck? What did I do?
He's like,
That's
did you guys
goofy.
hear I'm dropping an album today?
Yeah, I wonder. Nobody's ever asked him his opinion on what he felt about that because people were pissed. They were so mad he didn't drop a second album. I mean, it made sense when you were like connecting the ties together, but it was like, no, it was never a thing. So everyone to this day still says that Damnation is the biggest screw job in the history of the world.
Damn.
Yeah, at least Damn exists. Yeah, Damn. No,
That's funny as hell, though.
that was pretty funny. It was like when Logic dropped Confessions of a Dangerous Mind in 2019.
Okay.
I talked about this. Did I talk about this with you guys last night in the Xbox party? I think Colton was there. Logic, he came out with 4 shitty
It
albums in
sounds familiar.
14 months. Or not 4 shitty albums, but he came out with 4 albums in 14 months. And the tail end 2 albums were of noticeably lesser quality.
Okay.
The final album was Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. It's so not good. There's a couple good songs on it, but like he always talks about in his life, he's like, it's never about the money, it's never about the fame, it's never about the clothes, it's never about the women, it's about who you are and the message you're trying to push. And
Right.
the album is him talking about all of the money, talking about all the women, talking about all the fame, and talking about all the clothes that he has and shit like that. So it's basically everything. His fans came up with theories on his subreddit that his was going to be a double album where he comes out with an intentional
Oh.
this was the theory. He came out with an intentionally shitty album, and then 2 days later on Sunday, he would release an album condemning everything that the first album was, and that it would be a raw, hardcore Logic album where he talks about not clothes, not money, not hoes, and stuff
Right.
like that.
Right. That's fucked
That
up.
didn't happen. This man was getting roasted for making an intentionally shitty album. Imagine being Logic sitting in your house and everyone's going, he made this shitty album on purpose. And he's probably sitting there going, no, I really made these.
Oh, dude.
That's got to
rough.
be an awful feeling. And then when his next album came out, No Pressure, he does have a couple songs where he talks about how awful it was looking at Twitter and seeing that people were just going, oh, he made an intentionally shitty album. It's going to get better. And him
Right.
going, no, I really made these. Like, I was trying.
Yeah, I mean,
I attribute it to him stretching himself thin. 4 albums in 14 months, dude.
yeah, for sure. It's a
That's
lot
a
of
lot.
pressure.
That is a lot of albums.
That's a lot of writing and stuff.
And that one of those was to promote a book, one of those albums. So he wrote a book and then wrote a soundtrack to the book and released those within 3 days of each other.
Wow.
So he released 4 albums and wrote and published a novel. But every time an artist
Wingspan.
drops a shitty album now, it's the Damnation effect where everyone's like, oh, there's another one coming Sunday. It's all going to be good.
That's funny.
Kendrick started that. If you ever hear about just a weird double album.
Well, yeah, it was weird. I mean, Logic has always been a different rapper, but I remember when he fell off, it was, for me personally, it was just kind of because it got repetitive. But I think the biggest mistake he made was building one platform so high and
Yeah.
standing on that, saying, hey, I don't like the money, I don't like the bitches, I'm not there for that. And then just completely shitting all over that at the end of his not so great delivery of that book album,
When
probably.
I say Logic, what's his number one song in your head? What's the song that everybody knows about Logic?
3 a.m.
No, 3 a.m.
For me
Okay.
personally, yeah.
But you guys know about 1-800, right?
Oh,
I don't want to
yeah.
be alive. You know, the song that has the suicide hotline number as its song title. Brandon,
I couldn't tell you one Logic song.
you've never heard that? I guarantee you've heard it at least once, and it's in part of it at least. It was huge. It's got over 1 billion streams on Spotify, I'd imagine.
Is it the one that goes like, when your legs don't work like you used to before?
Yeah, like that, but sadder. No, he's just like, I don't want to be
Sugar,
alive.
we're going down swinging.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Thanks, Logic. No, but basically he wrote a song, and it was for people who were like suicidal and shit like that.
Right.
And it was a song about him talking about his struggles and then getting out of those struggles.
Suicide.
And he had 3 artists on it. He had Logic, Alessia Cara, and Khalid. That was one of Khalid's first big songs that he did. And that was
Right.
when Khalid really got discovered and people really wanted to listen to him. I forget the big Khalid song that he was on in 2017.
I couldn't tell you.
It was on that album, fucking teenager, American teenage, something like that. Fuck.
There's a lot of albums by him.
Yeah, look up Khalid. But basically, the National Suicide Hotline, they came out and said that they got a spike in calls. Like a bunch of people started calling them after that.
Huh.
And there were jokes about Logic because everyone's all like, dude, Logic made suicide corny, so people stopped killing themselves.
Oh my god.
Because Logic has a reputation for being a corny rapper. But no, they actually thought that Logic, made a big bop and an anthem about, being suicidal and shit like that. And people started to relate it to him as an artist and went, okay, maybe I should reach out and get help. They noticed a dip in suicides and they noticed an increase in people calling the numbers.
Yeah.
So it was actually a very good thing. And he actually made some change.
Right.
On that 2019 album that I talk about, Confessions of it, he talks about how he doesn't want to be known as a suicide guy and he doesn't give a shit and you can kill yourself if you think that. It's like, what the fuck did you say? It basically undermines the entire meaning of that other song because he's trying to write, what he thinks is a boisterous rap album.
Right.
And people are like, it's so disingenuous to write a song that's so serious and actually helped a lot of people and then 2 years later go, no, I was just kidding. What do you mean you were just kidding?
Yeah.
And it's probably something he said because, rappers like to write a lot of shit and put it down on paper and then say it to see if shit sticks.
Right. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just too extreme.
It's the
of,
reason that Tyler, the Creator, doesn't perform a lot of songs on his first 2 albums anymore.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
There's a lot of sexual assault on his first 2 albums. It's insane.
Yeah, it's wild how he came up. Well, he didn't really get big until later, or did he get big off of those first 2
2011.
albums?
It was when he ate that roach in the Yonkers video. Everyone was talking about him eating that roach. And then Odd Future, as a result, got big because he was the front man of Odd Future.
Okay.
Then that album Goblin exploded. Then he had Wolf come out, and then alongside Wolf, he got Loiter Squad to premiere on Adult Swim, which was a Jeff Tremaine show. So when you
Okay.
get the director and producer of Jackass on a show with Tyler, the Creator, and his crew, people want to watch it because they're like, oh, they're
Yeah.
talented.
Yeah.
They're not talented. They just do dumb shit.
It was
But it
entertaining
works.
as all hell, though, and it,
Mhm.
yeah, like you said, it worked. Fucking worked for sure. That's
Smell
cool,
like
though.
bitch in here. Yeah. So yeah,
Damn.
that's why Logic got a lot of flack, and then he kind of had a redemption album with No Pressure, and then he's got a new one coming out soon, I guess.
Yeah, I
He
saw
announced.
some release on YouTube a couple days ago. I didn't watch it.
Artists and their downfall. Since Brandon's here, I want to talk to Brandon. Brandon, do you know about anything that's going on with our one of our favorite bands, Avenged Sevenfold, with their whole NFT system, where they're
No, not the newest.
man?
Not the newest improvements.
Yeah, so it sucks when you see an artist that you care so much about do something that's just so fucking stupid, I guess.
Yeah.
Lack of a better term. I know people where they've done like meet and greets with Avenged Sevenfold, and everybody says the same thing. They're fucking assholes, and I will agree. They're probably fucking assholes. They're a bunch of fucking privileged white kids from Southern California.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that I don't like their music. I fucking love their music.
Yeah.
I still look up to them. Just know
Fucking
that you probably don't want to meet them. It's one of those don't want to meet your heroes.
Yeah.
They're probably my crown jewel of that. So I won't meet them. I'm going to keep that perfect image of them in my head.
Fucking A.
They are selling NFTs to their fans now. They haven't released music. Their last song was a Hail to the King cut that they released to promote a re-release of an old album from 2008. So it was a cut song from a 2013 album to push a re-release for a 2008 album that they wanted to put more bonus songs on from songs that came from previous albums that didn't make it onto an album.
Huh.
So basically it was just a repackaging.
Right.
And it wasn't a bad song, but you know, you could tell that it was from a long time ago and they weren't in the studio writing new shit.
Right.
Before that, 2018, when they were doing all those covers. You remember the covers, Brandon? The ones that
the covers were great.
Yeah, I listened to them once and I haven't listened to them since. Except for Wish You Were Here. Yep.
I was about to say the exact same thing.
I was like, yeah, there's like 7 of them, and I've only listened to, I think, Dose and Wish You Were Here since. That's it. The other ones are whatever. They're good. They're just not Avenged Sevenfold songs. Well, they come out of nowhere, and they're like, all right, we're selling NFTs now. And they're like, the NFTs, you buy one for 0.1 Ethereum, and each one gives you a random perk. And then somebody called them out and said, well, so we're gambling then? So basically they're like, okay, so we're making these NFTs. If you have like a mohawk on yours, that means you get free tickets to our concerts for life, you know, 1 per tour and shit like that, which is cool. But then you have all these people that buy NFTs and all they get is a free t-shirt every 2 years.
Oh.
Okay.
Every 2 years?
Yeah, and then they have one other perk where it's like, if you get like a shiny eyeball or something like that, we're going to send you snippets of our songs. Or you can link your MetaMask wallet, which is like a coin-based wallet, and we'll send you song snippets that we recorded years ago. It's like, cool.
Yeah.
Why? So
that's
I
weird.
oh man, that was when Ethereum, 0.1 Ethereum was like $500. And they ended up selling out of them and stuff like that. And I was just thinking, I was like, damn, and they still haven't really done anything with their NFTs. They're not, they have no plans on new music at the moment. Like, obviously, they say they're working on an album. They're going to have something drop soon, but there's nothing concrete, nothing set in stone. They're not on any festivals or shows or tours this year, which means if they're going to do something, it's not at least until next year.
That's wild.
And they haven't released new music in like 5 fucking years.
Called Fleecing Idiots.
Yeah, and I remember I was one of those people that was like, I'm going to buy one of the NFTs. This was like 6-7 months ago. And then I was like, no, the fuck I'm not. What am I doing?
Yeah. That would have been a bad decision.
And people that call him out, M Shadows just gets really upset and doesn't call him fans and stuff like that. And it's really upsetting to hear that.
Yeah.
And then he just posted a tweet recently, and I watched some more Avenged Sevenfold fans get pretty pissed off where now they've convinced Jimmy's mother to purchase NFTs from the band. But M Shadows even said they wouldn't let her pay for them. They just gave her one.
Okay.
And so now everyone's like, so what's your criteria for just giving people NFTs now? Like, just people that you're buddy with? I had to pay $500 for mine, and you just give them out to some people?
Well,
And I'm on their Discord. Ethereum is dropping a little bit, so it's probably cheaper to buy one, as David just showed me. They do movie nights on Discord.
yeah.
Which is cool, but you have to have one of their NFTs to participate. And sometimes Matt Shadows drops in. The rest of the band isn't even really involved. Like, they all have their own NFTs and stuff like that, but they're not really involved with this. It feels like just M Shadows is directly involved with it.
That's
And
so
he claims
weird.
it's going to be the future of Avenged Sevenfold and their band and stuff like that. And it just seems so fucking shady that you have to pay $500 for the privilege to be in one of their exclusive clubs.
Unless you
and
want to
just-
get in now.
I was
Jesus
like, yeah.
Christ.
Well, I think they sold out on them. You can't buy any right now. So if you want to be a fan of Avenged Sevenfold and you want to participate, too fucking bad, bud. You weren't one of the elite couple at the end of 2021 that didn't purchase their NFTs.
What? That's so weird.
And this is already after a bunch of people didn't like the stage. Like, a lot of their old fans did
Right.
not appreciate that album. I don't get it. I think it's spectacular.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I love all their music. I think
Right.
they're great. I wish they would just make music.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a weird movement for sure.
It's like if Charles Barkley quit inside the NBA and started a knitting channel on QVC and was like, "Oh, we're gonna sell some."
He
knitting."
did.
Really? Yeah. How'd
Yeah.
that go?
Knitting with Narcly.
Knitting
him
with
Narcly.
Narcos?
Hey, Chuck. Yeah, but they
Gnarly
get
knitting with Gnarls Narcly.
Nice.
Charles Barkley's hilarious. Do you
Fuck
guys
you.
ever watch Inside the TNT highlights?
No.
Or Inside the TNT, Inside the NBA? It's a show that with Shaq and Charles Barkley. Fucking hilarious. The way those two talk to each other. They
Shaq
just
is
have
an
insane
With
amazing-
Charles
chemistry.
Charkley.
Yeah.
Charles Charkley?
They sometimes just sit there and roast each other, and then people will roast them on Twitter, and then it's just Shaq yelling at people on Twitter on live TV. It's fucking hilarious sometimes.
That's funny. Shaq's funny as hell.
Oh yeah. And there's another guy they have with them. His name's Ernie. He's just a bald little white dude, and they were doing free throws, and he makes a free throw, and Charles Barkley goes up and fucking breaks a shot. So they all start laughing at him.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Some good entertainment out there. Yeah. Anything? Anybody?
Wild.
Yeah. Wild. Thanks, Brandon. Riveting conversation.
Yeah.
Colton, anybody that's pissed you off
Beto?
like that?
What?
I said anybody that's pissed you off like that, like a band or artist or something like that, just feels like they're doing something stupid, shitty, and scummy.
Cyberpunk was kind of like that.
Yeah.
I'm salty as fuck about Cyberpunk and Fallout 76, both.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I don't know. Hopefully now that Bethesda's we've mentioned this before, but hopefully now that Bethesda's been purchased by a bigger entity, they can deliver a better product.
They'll have more funding for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's
As we know, funding doesn't mean shit from Halo Infinite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, look at Star Citizen, the most funded game of all time on crowdfunding, and it still hasn't released, and it's been in crowdfunding for like 12 years.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah. It's also not easy to make a blockbuster game, of course, but with the right leadership and the right team, it should be at least in your grasp, and in a way to deliver on time as well. You know, it's weird to just get game after game. I don't know why they're normalizing just delivering shit products now.
I think it's hard to determine what a gamer finds fun with your game. So, like, for me, like,
Okay.
what I find fun about the Black Ops series is just grabbing camos.
Okay.
Some people like playing arenas. Some people like doing all these other things. I feel like Halo Infinite started to reach their hands into so many pots where they're like, yeah, you can do all this in our game. And then when it's
Okay.
missing some of those features, you not only piss off the core players that like those game modes, but also the casuals that will go, well, you promised this and you didn't deliver it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if there was a competitive... Like, I remember Call of Duty never launches with competitive play. Like, it's always like a month after. They're like, oh, Ranked is here.
Right.
I haven't played Ranked since Black Ops 2, and even then, I didn't really play it.
It's funny you say
Can you imagine
that.
Pro Circuit, like, a Battlefield game?
No.
Yeah, that would be awful.
That would be terrible.
Fucking Brandon gets matchmade with the diamonds, and he's sitting there just fucking roasting on him.
They switched
Slaying
the
their
server
lives.
back to peaceful, and there are still the fucking crybaby guys in the
Cave?
nether.
I like to imagine
Oh.
you're still talking about Battlefield. There's a nice peaceful server where people are, like, holding picnic baskets on top of beef leg
With Easter eggs in it?
with Easter eggs in them. Cadbury chocolate filled.
Fuck. Is it peanut butter?
They would have Easter baskets, but they wouldn't have Easter eggs in them. They would
Mhm.
have heads.
That
Oh.
has-
Are they colored for the Easter season?
Be
Painted?
red.
Well, why wouldn't you paint the faces? I mean, just paint an egg on his face. He's dead.
They
He won't
would,
mind.
they would be painted red.
Okay.
Did you dye this eggs this year, Brandon?
Thanks, Brandon.
I did not die to eggs this year.
Okay.
I am alive and well.
Okay.
Oh.
I was gonna ask, did the eggs die themselves?
No eggs committed suicide this year.
That's good.
Okay. He had to check his cliff notes.
No eggs were harmed in the making
Yeah.
of this video.
Yeah. Thankfully. You ever want to know Barnes and Noble?
I had
and
some eggs.
Yeah. What were they like? Were they hard boiled, scrambled, omeleted,
Geesh.
Scrambled.
scrambled, and pepper?
They died.
They died. Oh,
Oh,
sorry, egg.
I said no eggs were harmed.
I do like green eggs and ham.
Do you?
Is green eggs and ham count as dyed eggs?
Yeah, 100%.
There you
Well, did they come from a green chicken? Or beaver? I don't know where you get your eggs.
How am I supposed to know this? My eggs don't come with birth certificates.
You don't check your local Walmart and their certified farmers that they purchase from?
I thought that they just printed it on the back of the shell.
go. That's fair.
EB, it stands for Easter Bunny.
Easter breakfast?
EB sells terrible eggs.
I just buy my
Sounds
egg
like a bad disease.
straight from the chicken's butthole.
Oh no, you've been diagnosed with EB.
Oh,
AIDS.
that does sound terrible. When
Yeah,
you
it's an
say it like that.
acronym for AIDS Supreme. Don't fact check me on that.
AIDS Supreme?
Yeah.
That is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just... Well, we won't get into the graphics.
Man.
Well, actually, we've been here for a while if we do want to wrap it up.
Anybody else have anything pertinent?
Absolutely.
What do you mean? It's only been like 20 minutes. Oscar's still pooping.
Oh
He
yeah,
had
we gotta
something
wait
to
for him to
say,
get
I
back.
remember.
I was going to wait for him to get back, but I just heard him fart
Should
again.
we just take the mics into the bathroom?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, we
probably in
can
there
do
with
that.
Wyatt still from 2015. They're in the same place. Wyatt was famous for
Yeah.
he would always like we'd be playing Battlefield or something stupid, and on the mic he'd like, "I'll be right back. I gotta take a shit," and then he'd throw his headset down and he'd come back an hour and a half later.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
an hour and a half later, and we're like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "I had to wipe."
Nice.
Thank you, Wyatt.
Gas lit.
It's been 7 years. Hopefully he's doing fine. He's still in there.
He's still shitting.
He still has toilet paper somehow. I don't know. He's never asked for more. He rings the bell. He lets us know he's still alive.
Fuck. We're just talking about our friend shitting now.
Mm-hmm. Well, they should have been here.
Yeah, he should have.
Let's get Wyatt here next week.
All right, let's do it.
Send him a text.
We can. We will. We shall.
And then him and Oscar can finally go shit together.
Erectile dysfunction.
Is that what EB stands for?
Dysfunction.
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 Everybody shit.
Everybody's bowels.
Everybody's bowels syndrome.
Ebs.
Well, we've done it. Ebs.
The poopy pest.
Poopy pest.
Descended into nothingness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Without Oscar, we devolve into no conversation. Oscar's our glue.
He just farted again.
Let's stop for our sake, okay?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Thank you for joining us on
Oscar
episode
just
42.
farted again.
Okay, episode 42, the Cabros Podcast. Make sure you follow our socials. You can find our handles in the description down below. Making a movie. Please subscribe to our Patreon. Go leave us some money there. Please fund our movie. It's gonna be spectacular, and it'll be streaming everywhere next year.
Scary, spooky,
Promise.
funny, action.
Poopy.
You don't know. We do.
Guys, I just thought of something for the movie list. We need a tripod.
Okay.
I am a tripod. Just
Mm-hmm. What if you're laying on the floor?
yeah.
David can't lay flat on the floor.
Yeah.
He's-
Lifts me up by a
Tripod.
1/4 inch.
You lay at a 45-degree angle because of it.
Thank you. You really boosted my confidence. All right. Well, we're there. It's time to go. We'll talk to you guys soon. Check us out on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube. You know,
Beat of the week.
TikTok.
We're on SoundCloud now.
Check out SoundCloud for the beat of the week every week. And stay tuned for this week's beat of the week.
Yeah, it's great. I spent a lot of time on it, I think.
Ta-da!